relax the process, your brain naturally follows to drift off to sleep, comfortably and easily, each and every night, because it increasingly shifts your attention from focusing on the external world to being able to focus fully inside on the images and landscapes of your imagination. As you begin to relax deeply and dream, and when you drift off to sleep, it's not as if you switch off your mind, it's that you activate different parts of your brain, while your conscious mind can just float into a dream. Your unconscious can heal that body and process the learnings of the day. And here and now, you can pick a spot in the room that you can comfortably gaze at. And if you've closed your eyes, you can just gently let them open for a few moments. And even if it's dark, you can just gaze at a particular place on the wall or ceiling. That's it. And really get a sense of that spot just there. And then you can just close your eyes and imagine what it'd be like to mentally zoom in on that spot, to magnify it in your mind, and even get a feel for the texture of it. And then you can just let your eyes open, and your eyes once again, and just gaze towards that spot once more. As you continue to gaze steadily at that spot, you can notice three things that you can see in your field of vision. So as your eyes focus deeply on that spot, you might be aware of an object in the room, perhaps a piece of furniture, or even a patch of light, or just a shadow on the wall. That's it. And when you've noticed three things, you can just let those eyes rest closed. And really beginning to relax deeply now, with those eyes comfortably closed now, as you begin to listen to three things that you can hear. And now, pay attention to three particular sounds, like any noises from the outside, perhaps the wind, or the sound of your breathing, or the ticking of a clock. Just notice that right now, as you relax deeper still, and then just paying attention to three things you can feel, whether it's the warmth of the bed, or the temperature of the air against that face, or the sensations of whatever's supporting that body. That's it. And you can just keep those eyes firmly and comfortably closed as you allow that body to relax properly and let that conscious mind begin to drift as you just imagine what it would be like to open them and look at that spot before you again. But this time, you can adjust the time of day it is, even the season it is, and notice how that changes the light, the shadows, the shades of color. And as you imagine gazing at that spot at a different time and in a different season, you can just notice three new things in your field of vision that you can see. Another object, shadow. That's it. And then you can just imagine 3 different sounds you might hear in this different time. Different sounds from outside, different weather, or how the sounds might be different in the place where you are now. That's it. Just noticing those 3 sounds as you continue to drift deeper into comfort. And then you could just notice 3 things you would feel in this time. A different temperature to the air, the position of that body, the degree of warmth between the covers. That's it. And as you really relax deeply and fully now, and prepare to drift all the way down into deepest sleep, you can just get the sense of what it feels like just before you float into a dream at night, where you get flashes of the images to come. And here and now, you could momentarily catch sight of a beautiful green field filled with lush grass rippling in the breeze. Just see that now for a second, and then allow it to fade. And seeing in its place an ocean sunset, and the way the reds, the blues, the oranges, and the pinks all blend together and reflect on the water, and then allowing that to fade, and seeing in its place a bird soaring way up into the sky, and just following its movements and the arcs it makes. That's it. And there's no need to try, or to try not to try, as your unconscious mind begins to naturally lead you into a deep and comfortable sleep, where you can rest fully, restore and revitalize your energy levels, are already charging up as you drift deeper down and allow that body to do its job, because that body knows how to sleep very well. So here and now, you can just pay attention to what waves sound like as they break on the shore, rhythmically lapping at the sand, lulling you deeper still. What distant, delicate piano music sounds like, gently floating, carried by the wind. What trees sound like as the wind rustles through their leaves. And you know, do you not, the sensation of touching a tree, and even with your eyes closed, if you gently rub the bark of a tree, there would be certain rough sensations you would feel, along with a sense of solidity and strength. And if you pulled on one of the thinner branches of a tree, you would feel it flex and bend, and resist the pull of your hand. And you could even get the sense of rubbing a leaf between those fingertips and feel its cool smoothness. And there are certain animals that know, as winter approaches, as the nights get longer and the days get shorter, and you start to see your breath in the air, that it's time to curl up in your homes and drift into deepest, deepest sleep. And even though there are things happening in the forest, and things they could think about, they automatically curl up somewhere snug and safe, and fall into a deep state of hibernation, where they will sleep ever so deeply. And sometimes those animals will sleep through storms outside, howling gales and thrashing rain, and sometimes they will sleep deeply and fully through the storm. Other times, they might half awaken for a moment, only to drift all the way back down into deepest rest, so that when spring comes, they have forgotten they ever awoke. And your unconscious can really assist you in being able to sleep deeply and peacefully each and every night. And the more you listen to this, the easier and more natural you will find this, because sleep is an instinctive part of you, so you can just allow it to happen smoothly and naturally. And if you awaken a little, you can forget about it consciously and trust your unconscious is the part of you that knows how to do this instinctively and enter the deepest stages of sleep naturally. And that's it.